A good scout knows that the weather report is only a suggestion. Out in the wild, nature makes its own rules, and a sunny morning can turn into a torrential downpour in a heartbeat. That's why the most important piece of gear you can carry isn't a knife or a fire starter, it's the right mindset. Being prepared is everything. It's not about fearing the rain, it's about respecting it. The wilderness will test you, and a sudden storm is one of its favorite exams. If you've done your homework and packed correctly, that test becomes an adventure, not a disaster. It's the difference between a miserable, shivering retreat and a powerful story you'll tell for years. This isn't just about staying dry, it's about survival. Hypothermia is a real and present danger, and it doesn't wait for freezing temperatures. It can creep in on a cool, rainy summer day when you're soaked to the bone. Every decision, from the clothes you pack to the spot you pitch your tent, is a move in a chess game against the elements. A smart camper thinks ahead, anticipating the worst-case scenario. This proactive approach is the core of the Scout motto, "Be prepared." It means you have the tools and the knowledge to turn a potentially dangerous situation into a manageable, even enjoyable challenge. Remember, the goal isn't just to endure the rain, it's to thrive in it. There's a unique beauty to a forest cloaked in mist, and a special kind of satisfaction that comes from sitting warm and dry in a shelter you built while the rain drums down outside. These are the moments that build character and resilience. They teach you to rely on yourself and your gear. Facing down a bit of bad weather and winning is one of the most empowering experiences the outdoors can offer. It's where you learn your limits and then push right past them. So, before you even think about leaving home, shift your perspective. Don't hope for good weather. Prepare for bad weather. This mental preparation is your first line of defense. It informs every single choice you make afterwards. When the clouds gather and the first drops begin to fall, you won't feel panic. Instead, you'll feel a surge of adrenaline and readiness. You'll know it's just another part of the adventure, another opportunity to prove you have what it takes to handle whatever the wild throws at you. That confidence is your ultimate survival tool. Your battle against the rain begins at home with what you put in your pack. The golden rule is simple: stay dry from the inside out and the outside in. Forget cotton, it's your worst enemy in the wet. Once it's damp, it stays damp, sucking the heat right out of your body. Instead, think in layers. Your base layer next to your skin should be a synthetic material or merino wool that wicks moisture away. Your mid layer, like a fleece jacket, provides insulation. And your outer layer, your shell, must be a high quality, waterproof and breathable rain jacket and pants. This system works together to keep you dry and warm. Beyond your clothing, think about protecting your gear. A waterproof pack cover is non-negotiable, but don't stop there. True scouts know that water finds a way in. That's why you should line the inside of your backpack with a heavy-duty trash bag or a proper dry bag. Then compartmentalize everything. Use smaller dry bags or even simple zip-top bags to organize your essentials. One for your sleeping bag, one for spare clothes, one for electronics, and one for your fire starting kit. This triple layer of waterproofing ensures that even if your pack takes a dunking in a stream, your critical gear will remain bone dry. Always pack more socks than you think you'll need. Seriously, double it. Dry socks are pure gold on a wet camping trip. Putting on a fresh, dry pair at the end of a long, soggy day can lift your spirits immensely and is crucial for preventing blisters and trench foot. Also, pack a separate set of clothes exclusively for sleeping. These clothes never leave the tent. No matter how wet and muddy you get during the day, you'll have a dry, clean sanctuary to retreat to at night. This small comfort makes a massive difference in your ability to rest and recover. Finally, a few small items can be lifesavers. Bring a quick-drying pack towel, not a bulky cotton one. Pack a wide-brimmed waterproof hat. It keeps the rain off your face far better than a hood, allowing you to see what you're doing. And don't forget a good headlamp with fresh batteries. Darkness comes early on overcast, rainy days. And having reliable, hands-free light is essential for setting up camp or cooking safely. Smart packing is about redundancy and planning for failure. It's your insurance policy against a miserable trip. Where you pitch your tent is just as important as the tent itself. Never set up in a low-lying area, a ditch, or a dry creek bed. These places can turn into puddles or raging torrents in a flash flood. Look for higher ground, but avoid exposed hilltops where you'll be a target for wind and lightning. The ideal spot is on a slight incline under the partial cover of trees, which can help break the force of the rain. Before you lay down your tent's footprint, clear the area of any sharp sticks or rocks that could puncture your floor. The first thing you should set up in the rain is your tarp. A large, lightweight tarp is one of the most versatile pieces of scout gear. Rig it up first to create a dry workspace. You can then unpack and set up your tent underneath it, keeping your gear and the tent's interior from getting soaked in the process. A well-pitched tarp can extend your living space, creating a dry porch for cooking, storing wet gear, and just hanging out. Learn a few basic knots like the taut line hitch, which allows you to easily tighten the guy lines and keep the tarp from sagging and collecting water. Pay close attention to your tent's guy leans. Many people neglect them in good weather, but in wind and rain, they are critical. Stake them out properly, pulling the rain fly taut and away from the inner tent wall. This separation is key to preventing water from seeping through. If the rain fly touches the inner tent, condensation and moisture will wick straight through, leaving you with damp sleeping bags and a miserable night. Walk around your tent and adjust every line until the fly is as tight as a drum, ensuring water sheds off efficiently. Once your shelter is up, establish a strict wet-dry protocol. The inside of your tent is a dry zone, period. Leave wet boots, rain gear, and muddy packs outside under the tarp or in the tent's vestibule. Have your dry sleeping clothes and sleeping bag ready to go inside. This discipline prevents you from tracking water and mud into your sanctuary. A small sponge or pack towel kept near the door is great for mopping up any stray drips. Your tent is your survival fortress. Defend its dryness at all costs. Cooking in the rain requires a change of plans. Your open campfire might be a non-starter. This is where a reliable backpacking stove and a tarp come to the rescue. Set up your cooking station under your tarp shelter, ensuring there's plenty of ventilation and it's far from the tent walls. Plan for simple, one-pot meals that are quick to cook and require minimal cleanup. Think hearty soups, pasta, or instant noodles. These warm, high-energy meals are fantastic for morale and help your body generate heat to fight off the cold. Keeping spirits high is just as important as keeping dry. A rainy day stuck in a tent can test anyone's patience. This is where preparation and attitude shine. Pack a deck of cards, a book, or download some podcasts, tell stories. A shared challenge can be a powerful bonding experience for a group. Focus on the positives. The sound of the rain on the tarp, the fresh smell of the damp earth, the satisfaction of being warm and secure against the elements. A good laugh is the best medicine for bad weather. Remember that the wild is teaching you something. Every challenge is a lesson in disguise. A wet camping trip teaches you about the importance of preparation, the limits of your gear, and the strength of your own spirit. You learn to appreciate the simple things: a warm drink, a dry pair of socks, a break in the clouds. These are the experiences that transform you from a tourist in the outdoors into a confident and capable adventurer. You're not just surviving, you're learning and growing stronger. Ultimately, the adventure is what you make of it. You can choose to be miserable, or you can choose to embrace the challenge. The Scouts have a saying, "There's no such thing as bad weather, only unsuitable clothing." It's a reminder that with the right gear and the right attitude, you can find joy and success in any situation. So when the skies open up, don't pack up and go home. Put on your rain gear, tighten your tarp, and get ready for an unforgettable experience. You'll come out the other side tougher, smarter, and with a great story to tell.